was controlled by the few, when power was concentrated in the hands of the elite. But that time is over. Welcome to Nova. A new era begins.
Welcome to Novaland's channel. If you agree with the following views and ideas, remember to subscribe to the channel, like and share, so that more like-minded people can join. Today, let's talk about an important thing. Why does the world need Nova? A blockchain experiment without venture capital, pre-mining and centralized teams. It is not to copy the successful path of predecessors, but to create a new possibility. If you are interested in the ideal of decentralization, the exploration of free economy and common prosperity, this will be a journey of thought worth listening to. Part 1. Why was Nova born? Let's think about a question first. Blockchain has been developed for more than 10 years. Why are people still talking about decentralization, but in reality, centralization is getting worse and worse? Why is BTC said to be highly concentrated in a few mining pools? The decentralization of Bitcoin is one of its original core values, but the reality is that the concentration of mining computing power has greatly reduced its degree of decentralization. Here are some data facts from recent blockchain browser public data. Currently, the top 5 mining pools in the entire network control about 70 to 80% of the computing power. For example, the latest data in 2024 is roughly as follows. The following mining pool rankings. Name total network computing power share. First, Foundry USA, 30 to 35%. Second, Ant Pool, 20 to 25%. Third, F2 Pool, 10 to 15%. Fourth, via BTC, 10 to 12%. Fifth, Binance Pool, 5 to 8%. This means the top 2 to 3 mining pools control nearly 50 to 60% of the block generation rights in the entire network. A few mining pools combined are theoretically capable of launching a 51% attack. Although the economic cost is huge, the risk exists. Why is this a problem? The security of BTC depends on a decentralized computing power network, but today's mining pools have formed a computing power oligopoly. If large mining pools cooperate privately for profit, they may manipulate the order of blocks, reject specific transactions, and launch double spending attacks. Ordinary retail investors have almost no chance to survive independently and can only join the mining pool to contribute computing power, becoming workers in disguise. A deeper problem. BTC was originally created to solve the problem of financial centralization. But today, the financial center has been solved and the computing power center has appeared again. The risk has shifted from the banking system to the mining pool alliance. This is why many people in the industry criticize BTC has financial decentralization, but energy and computing power are highly centralized. And with the monopoly of ASIC mining machines, energy consumption problems, regulatory suppression, computing power, and other factors, Bitcoin has become a de facto manipulated cryptocurrency. Ethereum, in the hands of whales and capital institutions, is it really decentralized? Ethereum was once a pioneer in decentralized finance. But with the maturity of the ecosystem and the entry of capital, its token distribution structure has become highly concentrated and is in the hands of a few whales, institutions, and foundations. Specific data and current situation analysis. Whale holdings. According to on-chain data, the distribution of ETH in 2024 is roughly as follows. First, exchange custody, such as Binance, Coinbase, 20 to 25%. Second, staking whale staking nodes, 30 to 35%. Third, early funds, project addresses, 10 to 15%. Fourth, DeFi protocol reserves, 8 to 12%. Total, whale control ratio vertical bar more than 60 to 70%. That is to say, the circulation of the entire ETH network has more than 60% controlled by a few hundred addresses. The main problems are, the staking mechanism is centralized. The design of the ETH 2.0 staking mechanism allows top capital to become the main node. The high cost of participation requires 32 ETH to start, and retail investors are excluded. Top staking pools, such as Lido, Coinbase, and Binance, control more than 50% of the verification rights. It is conceivable that in the future, block production, and network governance will almost all be controlled by capital. Governance is centralized. The Ethereum Foundation itself holds a large amount of ETH. Protocol upgrades, ecological support, and rulemaking are in the hands of a few core developers and foundation members. Ordinary users have almost no voice. DeFi giants monopolize. Top protocols such as Aave and MakerDAO not only control the capital pool, but also affect the flow of ETH funds, forming a structure similar to financial oligarchs. Why is ETH a capital game? 1. The capital barrier is extremely high, and retail investors are only consumers rather than governors. 2. High threshold staking design. Let capital monopolize the right to produce blocks with stable return. 3. The right to govern the protocol is controlled by a few teams and institutions, and decentralization becomes a formality. BTC is the world of computing power oligarchs, and ETH is the game of capital whales. The so-called decentralization narrative is gradually shattered in today's BTC and ETH. This is getting further and further away from the original vision. Decentralization is being commoditized, financialized, and speculative. The recent celebrity effect and the collapse of Memecoin are a true reflection that the entire blockchain is getting further and further away from the mainstream population. This is also one of the fundamental reasons for the emergence of Nova. Why was Nova born? It is to break out of this winner-takes-all cycle. Nova's mission is to break the oligarchy, rebuild distribution, and leave a truly free decentralized territory for ordinary people. No venture capital, no reliance on capital transfusion, no selling pressure, no pre-mining, no reserved privilege chips, no money-making routines, no team. Everyone is a co-builder, transparent, open, and sustainable. Nova is not a business. It's a liberal economic experiment. Its fundamental mission is maximize the distribution of contributions. Let everyone have the right to become a participant. Let the blockchain truly serve the common civilization. Why does the world need Nova? Looking around the world, we are standing at a crossroads. On the one hand, a very small number of people control more and more resources. On the other hand, more and more people are excluded from opportunities. Wealth, power, and data are all concentrated in the center. Democracy is moving towards centralization, and freedom is being violated unprecedentedly. This is the fate of Web 2 and the potential crisis of Web 3. If we continue to move forward with the old economic logic, then the blockchain will only become a new game of power and nobility. Nova wants to explore another possibility. Economic freedom. Contribution is income. No selling of concepts, no financing, completely relying on consensus growth and demand-driven capital expansion. Social equality. It is fair for everyone to come early or late, and you get as much as you contribute, without a privileged class. Cultural commons. It is not just a financial tool, but a collaborative civilization that allows people to build, share, and benefit together. Simply put, Nova is not to be the next ETH, nor to copy BTC, but to create a definancialized economic model built on the Ethereum main chain, making the values of freedom, fairness, and sharing a real productivity. Nova is an experiment without a script. Its success or failure does not depend on how well the white paper is written, or how many concepts are shouted, but on whether we can truly believe. It can prosper without venture capital. It can grow without a team. It can build value together without exploitation. If you also think that there should be such a place in the world, welcome to join Novaland. Let's do this thought experiment together. Thanks for watching. If you agree with Nova's philosophy, remember to subscribe to the channel, like, and share, so that more like-minded people can join. Want to know more? Discord, X, and official website links are all below. Nova is not a miracle, but it may be the next answer. See you next time.